Peace and blessings to you wherever you are in the world. My name is Javed Khan. Welcome to my journey of hypno driving in Pakistan in November 2022. I am currently in village WAISA, which is in district Uttar in the northwest of Pakistan. And this morning I was just meeting some friends, and one of the greatest things in Pakistan is getting together on an occasion and an event, which is especially a wedding. And from what I understand, this is a local family that is having a fairly, in terms of WAISA, in terms of Pakistan, in terms of what normally goes on, a fairly simple event. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look and see what's going on. So as I'm holding the camera, I'm having little kids that are now following me, and I'm being told that this house here belongs to my friend, which I didn't know, Maulana Muhammad Nasir from Bradford. Oh wow! This is a family that stays in his property, looks after the property, and generally maintains it as well. So the women folk are in the house over here. Let's go and have a look, see who's sitting in the guest house. Oh, we have people eating. Salamai, bhai, salamai. There you go. People say salamai. There you go. Mashallah. Yeah. And let's go inside. So it looks like lots of the guests have gone. And we have a couple of guests eating here. Babu sukrai lagya. Riji. Oh, okay, so we have sweet rice and we have spicy. There you go, spicy rice, what they call torshi rice, okay. English ki khagiri to soy. Even in English they call it khagiri. See, what they love here is a debate about cricket, and suddenly they're talking about cricket. The Arshad Lala Vrarade, mashallah. Okay, Arshad Lala's nephew, mashallah. Yeah? So Haris is the local tailor. He's the one that makes these clothes here. So he's made the clothes that currently I'm wearing. And I'm being told to keep away from him because the prices are very, 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 no, they're not, I'm just joking, they're not very high. And one of the most beautiful things of Pakistan is simplicity. So look, people are just sitting on the floor and eating, mashallah. Mashallah, and this is Jamal, and Jamal is having a cup of tea, mashallah, right? Okay, with some nimak pare, which are like fried elements. And if I just get a little closer, and they're having some halwa. Okay, and the kids are eating as well. There you go, guys are waving at the camera as well. Yeah? So the hospitality, or the seating arrangements are like this. So this is a bed, sometimes known as the manji. And as you can see, look, in these parts they call it a cut. And as you can see, it's made from proper solid string. You can jump on this all day with its lovely wooden feet. So in 4 different languages it's called something completely different, from a manji to a bed to a cut. And Shehzad's going to be seated. Look, and Shehzad's showing off with his Imran Khan fat supply or chaplis. Somebody shouting shoes in the background. So Maulana, if you're watching, the fan's still because the temperature is cool and it looks like we need a lick of paint, bro. Mashallah, look, the food's arrived and Shehzad's taken a seat and I'm going to join him. In Pakistan, you eat with your hands. There's no spoons. You ask for a spoon, you're likely to get whacked around the head. Alhamdulillah, absolutely gorgeous. Wow. That's how it rolls at a wedding. Mix it up with sweet and sour. Let's attempt the sweet and sour. Here we go. Attempting to balance it first. No. Alhamdulillah. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, mashallah. Loads of kids have arrived. No, khair, show the chain. Salaam alaikum. After three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Assalamu alaikum. Sat cross-legged in a cart or on a manji. Fabulous. So we're in the battle and the war's about to begin. So this is my portion and we're eating together, me and Shehzad. So that was a fabulous experience, mashallah, right? Totally off the cuff. The food was just like 7-star tasting. Honestly, it was absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm being told that the family's from a local working class background, and he's worked for about 3 or 4 years to save some rupees, okay, and built himself this. That's what he's built at the top. So this is the original family house, and there's loads of guests there, lots of people, it's being used for mainly the segregation. Ladies are on that side, but that's where him and his new partner, the new missus, okay, will reside. And if you're a West Akhelvi, they call this malat like Sivai malat. Malat sunum de? Sivai, this is the groom's father, mashallah. Or Jumaat tolna nizde Jumaat ko miyode? And it's Mashde Nimra coming round, listening to a foreigner in a foreign language. We have somebody having a little bit of a boogie as well. There's Zakir at the top. Zakir's doing some building, mashallah. Construction everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. There you go. Sike Zakir. Oh, Sike Zakir. Mashallah, somebody's new house that's being built. As the flag of Pakistan flies high, Zindabad, mashallah. So mashallah, I've wandered into Shehzad's house, which is locally known as the Orange House, because the outside is decorated orange. Perhaps I'll show you a little bit later. However, I was just chatting with everyone. I was just walking down the streets about building homes and then maintenance. Is that some people have leased them out to orphan families. Some people have given them to immigrants from Afghanistan, because Pakistan has one of the largest, I believe, actually maybe the largest refugee population throughout the world. So lots of people are very, very, very charitable, and they will lease out their homes to these people who will basically look after them and just make sure that they're generally maintained well. And when they come and visit once every so often, they have 1 or 2 rooms in the home that they can use, okay, usually for a few months. However, the main thing is that many homes are built and then left empty, and then we complain that there's issues with the homes. Now, from a young age, one of the things that our parents did was they made sure we had a link with Pakistan, that throughout a young age they sacrificed their own positions, they sacrificed their money, they sacrificed their health, they sacrificed their wealth and their time in order to invest in their children. Now, I'm not saying I'm like the greatest of children, but when you look back now, one of the things that we have is an ability to speak multi-languages. So that gives us extra opportunities to do things throughout the world. gives us an extra opportunity in terms of jobs, in terms of employment, in terms of self-sufficiency, in being able to get by in different languages, in being able to communicate. So we've kept that link with Pakistan since we've been young, and we can see, I can see the benefits of that. And my children, alhamdulillah, have done the same. So they're growing up with multi-languages, and they keep a link with Pakistan. Now, why is it important to keep a link with Pakistan? Well, one, it's the roots, right? Okay, then the roots are very, very, very important from a purpose of identity, from a purpose of belonging, from a purpose of education and traveling and seeing things and looking at and feeling and seeing the conditions that are different, that educate you in many different ways. Here's an example. When my Josefa, when he was at school many years ago, I asked the school if they would allow him some extended leave. And the simple answer was no, because I said by the time we go to Pakistan, it's like hello, assalamu alaikum, that takes 3 weeks, let alone travel and relax. So anyway, the answer at school was a resounding no. So I said to the teacher, I said, look, from my point of view, academic education is one type of education. There's different types of education, and traveling is one of them. Learning a language is another one. Is seeing people in different conditions helps you grow as a human being, gives you a different type of mentality. For me, it brings you towards the attitude of gratitude, of being grateful. Other reasons why should you keep a link with Pakistan? We're just talking about language. Okay, we're talking about learning a language. We're talking about speaking a language. We're talking about different languages. Over 32 languages are spoken in Pakistan. Is about seeing things from a different point of view. Like, one of the greatest things that we laugh about here in Pakistan is the cut, or sometimes known as the manji. So this is the bottom side of the manji, or as I look at it, the right hand side of the manji. So this is the direction in generally where your feet go. So when you come into a room, and if you are sat on that side of the bed, which is the sar, which is the head, as a youngster, as a means of respect, you must stand up and sit at this side of the bed. Now, you may think that's really corny. However, lots of fights and lots of battles take place, okay, because of a simple thing like this, right? And you will often see, okay, a young man take a clip round the head, okay, from an elder for not showing respect and for not sitting on the correct side of the bed. So it's not so much sitting on the side of the bed, it's just respect, okay, learning respect for the elders, and learning that who is Kakaji and who is Mamaji and who is Babaji, and how systems work. Now, all that is education. So I was in Medina at one stage, and in Medina I said to the guy in Urdu, I said, may I have a cup of tea with no sugar? And he gave me one of those looks. And then he said to me, he says, Haji Sahib, if I tell you something, please do not be upset. He said, can I tell you? And I said, sure. And he looked towards the sky and he said, see, knowledge, it goes beyond the skies. He said, knowledge goes beyond the skies. So whenever you're in Saudi from now on, do not tell them a big story about you want this type of tea. Just say, may I have a sada cup of tea, and you will receive a cup of tea which has no sugar. And then he looked at me and said, you're not upset, are you? And I said, gee, no, I'm not upset. He says, because look, knowledge goes way above the skies. So keeping a link with Pakistan will increase your knowledge from many aspects: education, language, being, seeing, traveling, being around elders, being around youngsters, listening to the azan, going to the masjid, seeing different types of behavior, putting strength into your language, seeing different opportunities, being in different weather. So keep a link with Pakistan. I don't want this to be a really long lecture, but keep a link with Pakistan. Keep a link with WAISA. Keep a link with your villages. Keep a link in order for you to grow and in order for you to have more opportunities, more success. Politics put aside, great emotional project. The Financial Times says the project of the century has been taken to Pakistan. Connectivity is increasing. Pakistan has one of the greatest stock exchanges in the world. It was number one for a long time. Neighbouring countries, love them, loathe them, wherever you stand. Places like China and the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Connectivity to Guiana, which will be one of the greatest ports in South Asia. New airports being built, new motorways are being built, new dams are being built. Projects are being built at great speed. New industry is coming to Pakistan. We have a young population that's ready and raring to work. Pakistan, Zindabad.